Whatever, if we don't want.
Are you asking me?
No, I'm the director of the show, and okay. Welcome to Mental Health. I'm Robbie Stevenson. Today we're in person with Jason Rouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jason Rouse is not a musician. He is a comedian, but he's still metal as fuck. A comedian that has done metal festivals like Inferno Festival, Download Festival, Metal Town Festival, like Hole in the Sky. He's even been on the Metal Hammer Golden Gods Awards. All right. When I was 13, 14, at my local club, you were headlining, and Chris Housen, who owned the club, he wouldn't let my parents pay for my ticket because he didn't want to be held accountable.
I know a lot of people don't. Ben, over at the show a couple weeks ago, before who was the headliner last week?
I didn't stick around. I had to work the next day.
Anyway, come up to me and ask me to bring it down a little bit. Even at a fucking dog shit park, I'm still being like, could you just hold it back a bit? It's not even that bad. I haven't even got into a full swing. I'm literally fighting with my face right now. So your buddy here who's limited your parents, broadened their horizons in the arts, is what an asshole. He should have let them pay and enjoy themselves.
Well,
that's money out of my pocket, not his pocket.
Well, you get paid the same. Back then, I was like Time to Laugh Yucks days, right?
Oh, is this? Oh, this was like
Kingston. When I was 13, 14.
Oh,
yeah.
That's right. You in Kingston.
In Kingston.
That's right.
Yeah.
What was that breakfast place right at the bottom of the street on the right? If you're walking towards the
Morrison's?
Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
I think it was Morrison's. Yeah.
It had a big glass front. That's where you got your bacon and eggs in the morning. It was really close to the hotel. I liked it. I like that 50s, 60s diner experience.
Yeah.
You know?
The more E. coli you can get, the better.
No, because most of those places have become revamped by like hipster kids who the vegan side of the menu is longer than. Well, you work at a gay bar.
I kinda.
Yeah.
A vegan restaurant.
Gay bar.
As you can tell, I don't partake, but I'm there.
Yeah, but you're not into jogging or fruit.
No, none of that. None of that. If it grows on a tree, I keep it on the tree. You know?
If a gorilla's on the tree?
If it grows on the tree.
Oh, you keep it on a tree.
Yeah.
Would you have any insatiable obsession with things that are sweet? Or you're just kind of slothy and lay around like a bag of dog shit?
Both.
Both?
Yeah.
So you'll go and just gorge on shit?
Yeah, I can't just like, if I buy something in bulk, I can't just stop at one.
Oh, I'll eat all the ice creams myself, but I don't look like this.
Yeah, I know you don't look like this. Yeah.
So you just eat and then roll around in it?
Yeah. I absorb it through my skin and my stomach.
Top 5 favorite snacks.
Okay, but let's get going here. Your resume for metal festivals is very impressive. How did you get your comedy into music festivals?
Well, that really didn't have anything to do with me initially, but once I got a taste of it, because a lot of the stand-up comedy during the summer when the clubs would slow down, there was always dozens of music festivals all over the UK and Europe, and a lot of those things, one of the biggest is Glastonbury Festival, which had a really, they had legendary British comedians and international acts that would come up and perform on this like 6-hour comedy show. So I remember it being the comedian Craig Campbell from Calgary, Alberta. It's 3-hour host, and you're hosting in a tent full of like probably about 3,000 or 4,000 people, probably closer to 5 to be honest with you. It's a pretty big circus tent, and so doing the Glastonbury Festival planted a seed to kind of look at more of the extreme music festivals that were kind of being overlooked for comedy. It's like, because no one really put that thing together They were doing it a little bit with Download Festival and Reading and Leeds Festival, and all these different music festivals that had some metal genres on their lineup. But once I saw that there was, I wanted to go see concerts for free.
Yeah,
I don't know why
awesome.
I'm over explaining this. I wanted to go see it, and I want to get paid to go. I want to get paid to go to see my friends rock out and do a gig at the same time. So it was, I kind of came up through the underground music scene in Vancouver in the late '90s, is where I started doing comedy. Where it was after hours clubs. So when I started to see the potential of the fact that they were doing comedy at these kind of hippier, more comedy or music festivals, that as soon as I got into the extreme end of the music genre in Europe as far as performing, bad news travels fast. So one festival led to another festival, and then I would reach out to various B festivals and C, like Bloodstock was very small when I first started doing it, when I first did it. And then that would turn into some music festivals in Norway and in Sweden and Finland and Denmark and so on and so forth. So summertime, as you know, stand-up comedy is really slow.
Yeah.
So
Cottage time.
in Canadians, you cannot get them indoors when the weather's good. And anybody who's gone through brutal winters knows that no one's going indoors to watch some asshole in a bar in a basement on a Saturday night when it's 35 Celsius outside. And so I, through the European or the UK music festivals, I started to make connections with it and end up hosting the Metal Hammer Awards 10 years ago, I think. I hosted them. Yeah, I think about 10 years ago. So I got in Metal Hammer magazine, did a big story in Norway and in England. So there was nobody that was kind of chasing that market because it was not a profitable thing. You know what I mean? For the comedian, people are trying to get into comedy related businesses.
Yeah.
And Deicide, or opening for Mayhem, I opened for Mayhem in Sweden during the Metal Town Festival. I think it was In Flames and Marilyn Manson, Anthrax, The Shining. Oh, I sent you some Shining stuff, right?
I think so.
Nicholas and I. Oh yeah, that was bad. We did some dirty speed in a public toilet. This guy's bleeding down his arm.
Oh wow!
Right, he's holding. Here, I held it for you. Right, and he's bleeding. This guy, he's fucking slashed to shit. He just come from the show, so he's pouring blood out of his arms. His you can see it online. Anyway, Nicholas was introduced to me from my friend Alan of Primordial, and we all happened to be there. And I just remember that moment. I took a picture. There's a picture of him on my website with his thumb down, and I just got that as soon as we came out of the porta potty. After doing some really dirty speed, it was like, it's good, eh? Blood running out of the corner of my eye. And I'm like, I don't know what it is about Scandinavians and speed, but they love dirty speed and that kind of stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I have dabbled in the amphetamine situation before. That's why I'm not allowed to even drink alcohol now.
But alcohol's garbage.
It is garbage. Makes you
shit.
feel like shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's shit. You went for the. You got a gold. You got a silver. You got a silver.
A silver. Okay.
You got a silver in like drug abuse.
Yeah.
How many teeth did you lose?
Pieces of all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did they turn into chalk? And start breaking off?
They just you bite down. You bite down on something soft like ice cream, and they still shatter. Yeah.
Wow, I'm too vain to fuck with my teeth.
Yeah.
I should have money. These are all mine. Well, the ones in the back are some baby teeth, but those aren't mine.
Yeah.
Those are some other baby's teeth.
Yeah, you got to get them somehow. So, Jason, when was the last time you finished off your set by getting naked and stucking your dick in between your legs?
I think the last time I did that was on Swedish television.
The where you went through the crowd?
I went through the crowd naked. I
That
brought
was,
that
yeah.
bit out of retirement. I used to close on that because Yuck Yucks had moved me up to headliner so quickly that I didn't have the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I created this, I painted myself in such a corner with coming out so explosive, but I was working within a 30-minute set usually. So I out of repetition and just laziness, I found myself, I couldn't follow my own act. You know what I mean? I couldn't follow myself. And I was so ramped up to prove myself in the beginning that the time I got bumped up to headliner, there was no one after me, and I had to set the tone for the end of the night. And so I dusted off some old party tricks that I used to do, where I took a shit on a couch cushion, and then I'd come to the door with the cushion over my head like a pizza delivery guy, but I'm naked. And I come in the door, I order pizza, and they go, pizza, who's ordering pizza? And they open the door, there's a naked guy, and they're like, that's not, where's the pizza? And I'd be pulled down, there's the log on the couch cushion.
Oh, that's fucked up.
But anyway, yeah, and then I'd push my way in the house, and it was a very Me Too moment.
Okay.
Rub my genitals all over the door handles.
Yeah. So basically, that was like what, around 8 to 10 years ago. That was your last time at that Sweden.
Yeah, that was something that I had been cut out of television shows before because of what they had thought was X-rated turned out not to be what they thought was X-rated. I've always cut the records of the shows, either an audio recording of what my experience was in the live recording, so that there's no down the road disputes on sabotage or discrediting my abilities, we'll call it. So I had concerns, once again found myself in a country where I'm not from, headlining and part of an X-rated, raw comedy show. And days went by before anyone kind of even hinted at the fact that there might be some sort of screening of like what the comedians are going to say. So finally I said, where's the producer? Like, who's running this? I need to go through this with them. And when I finally tracked them down, they more or less told me, you can do whatever you want. And I've really heard that. I've heard that many times. Oh, you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. And then they're like, you can't do that. What are you doing? You're going to get me fired. Don't do that. So I wanted to be very clear on some of the premises and subject matter that I was going to go through and follow it up with. Because they were so, yes, you say all that stuff, yes, but what, I go, can I be naked? Flippantly. And they're like, do you want to be naked? And I'm like, maybe I want to be naked. And asked for a wireless microphone and quickly backstage navigated an out. I needed an exit. I had a general idea that I was going to go at least to the front row, but when I realized that I could see from the stage that the armrests were more or less like little yellow brick roads. Yeah. Right? To a purgatory, which is the middle of this giant theater, Götaleon, some lion it is in Swedish. This beautiful theater. And foolishly forgot my socks. So, and when I say I forgot to take them off. So now my socks have developed this nervous sweat on the bottom of it, and now I've got hardwood armrests, polished. It's Sweden, all their wood's great. So now I've got this couple slips, so my toes are hitting. You'll see me. That's why I'm so hunched, because I didn't want to go balls into the crowd and fall into some lady headbutt her and then shit my pants and fall over. Sorry, no pants, just shitting everywhere. Yeah. And I thought I did have diarrhea. When I say I think I have diarrhea, or bad time to tell you I have diarrhea, I had been partying so much. I was so bloated backstage, and I'm looking at myself going, oh, look at you. Get it together. You're disgusting. And then I just waddled out stage like a manatee. Just hobbled over people, like some people screamed. They're all better looking, like nice folks. And Mr. Shitballs over here rolling over an unsuspecting audience of nice Scandinavian folks.
That's
But
awesome.
Yeah. So that was, I think that was the last time. I wanted to end it, the fact that I could do it on television, or got away with it on television, is a kind of a ribbon on it. It's over. It's done. You know, if I was going to do it again, I'd have to do it while I was shitting. Like, I'd have to prepare myself with laxatives. You know.
Yeah. Like Jackass style.
Not even Jackass style, like with a broken whiskey bottle now.
Okay.
Like I'm doing a workshop at the Y on Wednesdays. You should come down.
The Y, that sounds like I'd have to exercise, so not doing it.
You can just slide down. You don't like exercise? Can you run?
I can. Physically, it's possible. I'm not totally against it. It's just
What happens?
I haven't done it in a long time.
What happens when you get attacked?
I mostly just hope they go for the fatty areas.
With a knife?
Yeah.
They cut out one of those grilled cheese sandwiches under your tits?
Yes, that's basically how it would go. Maybe some fat would fall out and I'd be lighter. Who knows?
But you're not, like, you weren't always fat.
No.
You were ripped on meth.
Oh, yeah. Like, I was fat, and then I lost all the weight naturally, working out, going to the gym, eating right.
Oh, you went to the gym?
Yeah, I've done that before.
What year was that?
That was like 18 to 23.
Oh.
And then
After high school?
After high school, yeah. And
why did you get into athletics after high school?
because I was really fat.
Oh, you were obese?
Oh, yeah, obese.
In high school?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Like
the whole
380?
time. Whole time. I got to like 250, 260.
That's gross, but not obese.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
a shit locker of a guy.
Yeah.
What did you fuck besides like dog shit and puke? Drifters? Hookers?
I didn't get into hookers until later on in life.
Whoa.
Until after I was diagnosed with schizophrenia.
You have schizophrenia?
Yeah, I told you.
I thought you were a fucking shop teacher.
No. Well, why can't a shop teacher have schizophrenia?
Oh yeah, but every time he hits his hand, he yells at 3 different people.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Larry, Jim, Peter.
Yeah. Okay. You ready?
Lawnmower Man had schizophrenia.
Okay. The late Mike McDonald once said to me, there are 2 types of comedians, diagnosed and undiagnosed. Are you diagnosed, or are you just definitely fucked?
Yeah. Yeah, but he knew you were diagnosed.
Yeah.
That's why he was talking to you like that, because he's diagnosed.
Yeah. Well, he was.
A birds of feather flock together. Are
Yeah.
you telling me all comedians are crazy?
Yeah, it's true.
What?
Yeah. It's true.
I get none of this.
You've never heard that?
I've never heard me ever been addressed other than like, could you watch my baby?
Okay.
Can you hold my son? Can you carry my grandmother up to Anal Town?
Can you spit out my cum?
Spit up my cums.
Yeah.
Spit it out of what?
I don't know. Okay. We'll just keep on going then.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever said to a prostitute just before she slipped?
Schizophrenia.
So you said it twice?
Yeah.
That was the weirdest thing?
That's not the weirdest thing that happened. The weirdest thing that happened was they pulled the bait and switch on me.
Oh, it was J.J. Lieberman?
Yeah. And, no, actually, she had scars all over her body. Like.
Oh.
Yeah.
I call them foreplay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, foreplay. Bumps in the roads. But, the thing is, I didn't want her to feel self-conscious about it. So I fucked her twice, you know?
Was she gross?
She wasn't good, but she wasn't. She had scars all over her body.
That's fine though.
Yeah, I know.
I like it. You know, ever see like pineapple on hams? That's what I look at scars as. It's like a little fruit there.
Okay.
No, I dated girls always scarred. I remember having dinner with a friend of mine, and these 2 girls came to meet us. And as they were speaking Swedish, I couldn't help this so angelic, beautiful, just hauntingly like elf-like almost translucent skin, all the albino aspects, but with still all this sexuality intact.
Okay.
What is that, jellyfish?
Did she sting you?
No.
Then probably not.
She did piss on me after she bit me. So
that's just being safe.
she had these little nicks, little scars, about that wide, like it almost looked like a pattern.
Like scales?
Mm.
Okay.
A kind of white raised scales. Like when I first looked at it, I was like, "Oh, this chick's into like body modification," but no tattoos. But it was so nick. It was like a quilted. She'd quilted her own flesh. It was pretty.
Was it like the path on Candyland or what?
I know what Candyland is. I told you I'm straight.
Okay, it was a board game when I was a kid, but that's all right. Is traveling the world, doing what you love, better than settling in a 9-to-5 job, marrying someone, and having kids?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Cool.
It's amazing. It's really good. I'm having a really good time.
And he's almost 50.
I'm almost 59. I'm almost 76 this week. I'm going to be 253 on New Year's.
He lives in cat lives. Cat years.
I will be 49 on New Year's Eve of this year.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do though, but I might move to Vegas.
Yeah?
But I might move to Texas.
Well, we'll see what happens.
I have to be back in LA a week before the election. How great is that? That's the hardest I've ever seen you laugh.
Wow. Yeah.
Is that bad time to go back to Hollywood?
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Everybody says that. I say that. We'll see what happens. Because no one knows what's going to happen.
No one.
No one knows.
Yeah.
But I will be in Kamloops, October 8, 9, and 10. Those are the only confirmed gigs that I have right now.
Okay.
Yeah. But there'll be a whole West Coast tour. I'll be doing shit no matter what. I'm going to be in Vancouver the first week of April. Kamloops the second week. First week of October, Vancouver. Second week of October, Kamloops, Edmonton, then Calgary, and then I'll fly back to LA October 22nd. But yeah, I'll be doing shows all around Ontario in September, and then October the West Coast, some in Saskatchewan, I think. But the big shows will be in Oslo, Norway in April, and Copenhagen, Denmark, June.
You're doing Inferno Festival again, right?
We're gonna see. I'm trying to piggyback this movie I've done to also have some screenings.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes the festival. It's in the context of these extreme music festivals to bring a horror movie.
Okay.
Some of them have done sidebar film festival stuff, music documentaries mostly. You know, like Twilight of the Idols, or sorry, that's a Gorgoth. Before the Light Takes Us. Have you seen that documentary?
No.
It's pretty cool. Anyway, so music-related things, and this is a very kind of rock and roll movie. This Spare Parts thing that I've done. I kidnap an all-girl punk rock band and dismember them and make them fight each other. But there's a twist at the end.
Well, I hope so. Most good movies have twists.
Twists.
Yeah. Okay. I got one more question. I knew I didn't need a lot of questions because you talk a lot, and that's cool.
Do I talk a lot?
I don't know. Okay. How do you deal with people that hate your jokes because they live in a fairy tale land where bad things don't happen?
It's the people that hate my jokes. Point to one. These are cries for help.
You've sent me some.
Oh, that joke.
Yeah.
Boomers?
Yeah. You all boomers assholes. That's something else.
What? What'd you throw? You just threw the book away.
Threw the book away
because of Boomer.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Because every time just mentioning Boomer, I see his asshole and his balls hanging out while he's bending over.
No, he was in a fight and he got pushed. Someone pushed him off a guy, and he every corner a skunk with a broom handle.
This is fucked.
It's bad. That's Boomer, but what are you going to say to him? You can't say anything to Boomer.
I don't know Boomer, so I can't really...
You don't know Boomer?
I don't know Boomer.
You know his asshole.
I know his asshole very well. Very well.
How many times have you seen Boomer's asshole?
Since October, when I opened for you at Yuck Yucks Ottawa, I've seen it more than I'd like. But that's...
I know, and you did great. I was rooting for you, and I really didn't anticipate you holding the course when you had a polished act with material, and it was very boom, boom, and yeah, so you got to hang out and see Boomer. Well, sorry, his asshole.
His balls were hanging out.
His balls are out. They're not hanging out. There's nothing hanging out. It's
Balls
just,
hang.
yeah, but they don't hang out of anything. They're hanging off him.
I liked it better when you're talking nice about me, but that's okay.
No, you did great. You did great in Ottawa. Enough to have me come here.
Yeah,
But
this dungeony basement.
I know this is like a because I lived just down the street for many years, and this is a great neighborhood. It's worth the money because you're so close. Is this subway stop active?
Well, they're running the new one, and it will be some point. But yeah, Eglinton West is
You
closest.
have a
Eglinton West is
you gotta take a bus.
10-minute walk to Eglinton West, and you're good.
Okay, well that's great. You can once you get to that young subway system, you can get around the city pretty quickly. Like,
TTC is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, hear the city folk complain about it. It's just like, go anywhere else, please.
Yeah, go to New York and watch a rat run over your fucking shoes while you're getting on a subway. How many rats have you seen run over your?
The small ones with the tails, none.
No, the big ones with the flippers and the duckbills.
Duckbill platypus.
Yeah,
rat?
duckbill platypus,
Yeah.
which is the new. I got a fleshlight coming out called the duckbill. It's actually just a duckbill platypus.
Is it the duckbill platypus E?
The battery's dead.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much, Jason Rouse.
Thank you for having me on the show on mental health, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, yeah.
Robbie, we got a show to go to.
All right, let's do that.